friends and book lovers, welcome back. This video is going to be a vlog of me reading A Court of Silver Flames. It came out today. I've been reading it for the better part of the afternoon. Since I slept in today, I have the week off, so that's going to be really exciting. You can see my cat in the background eating. It's so cute. But I will be updating you as I read it. I think I'm a quarter of the way through right now, and it's so good, and it's so smutty. I love it. The tension is great, and it's amazing hearing about Cassian and Nesta. I feel like a lot of Nesta's thoughts so far are thoughts that I was like pretty convinced that she was having. So it's really cool to see that happen and see that in her mind. And I also love seeing Cassian like have to come up with ways to get Nesta to do anything, but finally like she's doing things. So the rest of this vlog is going to be spoilers. If you haven't read the book and you want to, I suggest that you read the book and then you watch this vlog because it will be spoiled and nobody likes that, so fair warning. But Cassian has been able to get Nesta to do a few things, which is really fun, and it's cool to see their interaction, and it's cool to see it developing over time. It's also interesting to see who Nesta befriends and the questions that she asks and everything that is happening so far. Nothing has really happened between them besides some like tense sexual interactions, but that's about it. Azrael has made a few appearances since he's in the House of Wind with them, and obviously Rhysand has been in there a little bit too since they just went to the spring court together. But there is a lot of tension about the political intrigue with the queen, so that's going to be really interesting to know what's going to happen too. I'm a little scared for Cassian because I really don't want him to get hurt, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll update you guys later. I am a quarter of the way through the book, so this might be the shortest vlog ever, but we'll see. I have a package downstairs as well, and I'm wondering if that's the Barnes & Noble edition of the book because I know that they try to get pre-orders to you on publication day. So if it is, I will try to open it on camera. Alright, I'm back. I read more. I'm like 35% of the way through, which I guess is surprising because I feel like I hit like 25% so fast and then the next 10% went by slower, but I'm loving it so far. I'm loving all the parallels that we're seeing, like for instance, like Amren telling Cassian to keep reaching his hand out and be patient with Nesta, and then him giving that same advice to Nesta for like the priestesses training and getting them to train because they have been battered for so long. That was so cool to see. And like the slow smut, like we're not getting all of it like from 0 to 100, kind of like Fair and Rhys. They were like flirting and there was a lot of tension, but then the smut was like all at once. This smut is like, it's like a slow burn smut, and it's so dirty, and I'm here for it, especially when he was like, are you always like this for me, Nesta? And I was like, yeah, yep, yeah, that's the answer. So it's been really entertaining, and I'll probably just spend the rest of the night reading it and recovering. So more updates to come, but I'm really loving it so far. I haven't been able to go downstairs to grab my packages, so yeah, I've just been so distracted with reading, and I'll grab them at some point or another and do a little unboxing if they are books. So stay tuned for that, but more updates to come. Hey friends, I am back. I'm like 75% through with the book, and it's like 10 p.m. And I feel like I'm probably just gonna finish it tonight, which is sad because this vlog is gonna be like 24 hours long only, which kind of sucks. So I'll probably extend the vlog a few days of just like a regular reading vlog, like with the Silver Flames like material in it. But I wanted to pause because I am like pretty much almost done and just discuss it. Obviously spoilers, so again, if you haven't read the book, then just FYI. But I really love Nesta's relationship with the house. Like, people have their theories, like that someone's doing it, like Farrah's doing it, or that maybe Rhysand is doing it, or I don't know. But I don't know if I believe that. I think it's maybe just sentient, and we're going to discover more about like the magic that they have imbued in the houses and the world, which is really crazy and something that I'm looking forward to finding out. Obviously, Farrah's pregnant, which is something that I like expected, so it was like, meh, that seems like pretty normal to me. Nesta's like finally healing. She went on the hike with Cassian, so she's healing. And they're getting along. This book is very smutty, which like we all knew was gonna be smutty because I feel like Sarah J. Maas just loves her smut and he's just really enjoying writing it, and I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. But it's going well. I think it's a really nice book for Nesta and Cassian. And I really like it so far. I'm like, they haven't gotten to any parts of them like really sharing their feelings for each other, but it's like becoming very obvious that they're probably mates, even though 75% through, like we haven't heard that they are, but everyone keeps suggesting it. Like even some of the monsters keep like saying, well, it seems like, and then they get cut off. And I'm pretty sure that they're about to say, it seems like you guys are mates. And of course, in true like craziness form, I'm totally wearing like an Illyrian training camp shirt because it's only fitting to wear that for this video and this vlog. So you might see me in that in the next couple of clips. But I wanted to pause. I wanted to do a quick little book haul. I went to a Harvard bookstore yesterday with a friend, and they have a used books section. And our favorite used bookstore closed because of everything that's going on. So I went to this one and I got 3 books for like $20, which for me is like amazing because generally one book will cost $20. So I'm gonna dive into it. Very excited. The first one I actually grabbed is a sequel to Incarceron, which is like this steampunk type fantasy, which I haven't actually read the first one, and it's definitely like a YA type of novel, or I think like YA, but like more on the middle grade of YA. Haven't read it, but it looks intriguing, so I grabbed the sequel, which is Safik, and I figured if I like the first one, I'll probably want to read the second one, and it was only $5, so I grabbed it. And also like it's a really gorgeous like holographic cover. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's really beautiful. And I figure if I don't like it, then I can either give it away to someone who might, or just sell the pair back to a used bookshop. So win-win either way. The next one is actually part of a read I'll be doing with a friend. So my friend Joanna wants to do, well, we both decided that we should do like, reading books that each of us has really enjoyed, but the other one hasn't read. So we gave each other a list of like 5 with 5 different ones on it. And I actually ended up finding this one that laid itself at the used bookstore. And it's like this beautiful, gorgeous copy. And I really prefer these copies versus the like black and white and like one primary color that they have right now on Amazon. So I got this one, and if I like the series enough, I'll try to hunt down like the matching copies for this one. And then I also have it on Kindle, so I wasn't pressed to buy it, but since I found it and it was like a copy that I would definitely like, I grabbed it. And then the last one is one that I heard about on Goodreads. I'm not sure who I heard about it from, but it was definitely mentioned there. And this one's actually not a used copy, but it was like part of their like bargain books because it was like a surplus. And it is one that I've heard of. It has like okay ratings on Goodreads, but it has a dragon on it. And yes, I'm a huge nerd. It's The Dragon's Legacy by Deborah Wolfe, and I feel like this has been talked about a little bit on Goodreads and on Book Twitter, so I thought I would give it a shot. It's the first in a series, I think, and I think it has sequels out already, but we'll see. I've heard it's kind of like hit or miss from the reviews that I've read on it, but I'm still really excited. So you probably will see these books in a bigger unhaul when I do a bigger unhaul on my channel, but I thought I would do something mini and give myself a break from the book, because the only thing I want to do right now is dive back in. I feel like I should pepper my excitement by like making it last a few days, but I figure like this is what I want to read, like this is what I've been waiting for, these are characters that I like really love and care about, so I might as well just dive back in and finish the book in the day, and then we'll make this vlog a little longer and talk about other books. So if you guys don't want to hear about like Nessian spoilers, you can jump over it and look at the other stuff. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm back and I'm about to go to sleep. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. I haven't been reading until 2. I've just been like watching videos and catching up on like what the world was doing today, but I finally felt like I needed to go to bed, so I feel like I would update this, let you guys know where I'm at. I really thought I was gonna finish A Quarter of Silver Flames today, and I was like so convinced. I was like, yep, it's happening today, but it didn't. I'm 86% of the way through, and I'll probably finish it tomorrow morning. I have like 100 pages left or so. I'm like pretty proud of myself for not reading it all in one day. I don't know, I ended up having things to do and like errands to run and like, people to talk to, but whereas like during the day I didn't do any of that, so I was just reading. But it's really good. I got to a part where Amren and Nesta had like a reconciliation, and that was really great because I do love the relationship with Amren. I feel like she is like a kind of a hard ass, but she really does care in like a non like bullshit kind of way about people. So she's very direct, you know, she's very cutthroat in a sense, but like when she cares, it's like real. And I feel like she doesn't let Nesta get off on anything, but she still is able to do it in kind of a kind way and in kind of a way that she knows Nesta needs, and that maybe she's not the right person to dole it out, but like she helps in other behind the scenes ways. And I love their like mentor friend relationship, and I really liked how they made up and how Amren talked her through some of her like darkness and what that meant for her, and the parallels in the story with the house and everything. And oh my god, I feel like the house is the character that wins this novel. Like that was probably one of the best side characters I've ever read. Like I love animal tropes in books, or like animal companions, but like inanimate object companions are becoming like a new favorite trope. Like the Sword and Warbreaker was amazing, and now the house in A Quarter of Silver Flames is amazing. So new inanimate object trope lover coming your way, I guess. So I'm excited for that. But either way, I'll update you guys when I wake up in the morning, and we'll see where we're at with A Quarter of Silver Flames, and then I'll probably continue reading some of the other books that I want to get through in February. So good night, y'all. I will see you soon. It's the next day, and I haven't filmed all day or like vlogged or updated at all. I just kind of did my own thing today and forgot to update, but I did spend the entire morning reading and finishing A Court of Silver Flames, and I'm still digesting it. But overall it was really good, and part of me is sad that it's done, but part of me knew that I would finish it really quickly, or like spend every free moment reading it when it came out. So I'm not like completely surprised, but I'm still sad because I don't know, I miss the world and the characters a lot. I feel like I really love this world, and I'm like so addicted to it that I'm sad that it's like no longer at the moment, and considering like an immediate reread, which is just so silly because I have about a million other books that I have to read. But I'm sad that it's over. And I'm enjoying like my friends that are still reading it, like talking to them about it, hearing their updates, hearing everything they have to say. And there's like a couple of friends that I'm like waiting for them to finish. I really do feel like the next book is going to be Asriel's book. And if you've read the like extra chapter that some of the books have where it's like Asriel's point of view, then you kind of get a hint as to like who his person might be, even though like a lot of people ship him with another certain person, maybe a second person. I feel like he needs someone totally new, totally with this time, and he needs someone that would be like his mate. I feel like he deserves a mate, and you know, like Reese has one, Cassian finally like got his mate and she feels worthy of him, and now Asriel needs someone. And I feel like Asriel's story is going to be one that we're all going to just be so hungry for, because he's more of a recluse. We don't really know a lot about him. We don't know much about his past. And I also feel like it's going to be the dirtiest one, because I feel like Sarah J. Maas mentioned that like Asriel's the most kinky out of the three of them. So if we thought that this book was smutty, I feel like Asriel's book is going to be even more smutty, and I'm here for it. I think it's going to be really fun to read, and I feel like Sarah J. Maas does that smuttiness really well. Like, I'm very impressed with her. But I'll update you guys more tomorrow. I read some more of this like Dungeons and Dragons book today, which is my boyfriend's favorite like series. I'm reading like the first trilogy in the world, because it's kind of set up like Robin Hobb's world, where there's like a trilogy is a story, but there's like many trilogies within the world. So I'm reading the first one, and I've read like the first chapter or two, and actually R.A. Salvatore's writing is really good, and I feel like it makes it enjoyable to read, and I'm actually interested in the story. I felt like it might be too nerdy for me, but I don't think it's too nerdy for me. So continue reading that, and hopefully give you guys more thoughts on A Court of Silver Flames once I've had time to like digest it and like talk about it with people, because I feel like when I talk about it I like realize things. But I don't know if I said this earlier in any other clips, but when Amren and not Amren anymore, but when Amren and Nesta like made up, and Amren was talking to her about the house and how she made the house and how like she kind of livened it up or whatever, or like, you know, how she kind of made the house and how she kind of made it come alive, and their friendship, their mentorship relationship was restored. I cried a little bit. I was so happy. That made me so incredibly happy to have that relationship back, because it was such a sacred relationship to Nesta, and it was like the only one at a time that she had. I feel like I keep saying more. I feel like Amren was so patient with her and did what she could to help her, but then knew when to back off because she could no longer help her. And Nesta was like, I don't know, upset about that, or thinking that Amren was avoiding her, but really she's just like waiting for Nesta to like heal and come to. And I don't know, I just really appreciated that. I appreciated the advice that Amren gave to Cassian about like keep reaching the hand out, and then he gave that advice to Nesta, and it like came full circle. And all the parallels in this book, like the home and Nesta and everything like that, was just so beautiful to see. And I felt like this book was like so beautiful with like all the darkness and the journey that she had, and like I can totally see why this book meant a lot to the author, because I feel like it meant a lot to me too, just like reading, and it felt very personal and very vulnerable and like very relatable to those of us that go through things like that. So I really enjoyed it, and more updates to come tomorrow. I will be extending this reading log for a couple more days, because I've read A Court of Silver Flames so fast. So you'll see me read other books. I'm going to read an arc, and I'm going to read more of Dungeons and Dragons. So lots of content for the next couple of days. It is the third day of this vlog, and all day I was like, I'm going to work out, I'm going to read, I'm going to do like productive things. And none of those things happened. I was just on Reddit all day talking about A Court of Silver Flames, because that's all that I want to like look at right now. And I'm like, should I reread the book that I read on Monday and Tuesday? And it's only Thursday. But I'm like, no, not yet. I want to reread it like soon, probably the whole series, but not yet. I am reading A Song of Insurrection by J.C. King, which is an arc that I got, and I'm a little confused as to like when this book is published, because it was published in 2018, and then something else says January of 2021, but then NetGalley is telling me March of 2021, so I'm like, I don't know what is happening, but it's a book that I really want to read anyway, so it's nice that I have like an ebook copy version of it that I can read, but I'm a little confused as to when it was published. I have to figure that out before I post any kind of review video, so I'm in the early parts of that, and then I'll probably continue with like Dungeons and Dragons and like Wildcat, because Wildcat is one that I definitely want to finish before the end of the month, since it is the shelf space pick for the month. I'm about 40% of the way through, so I'm gonna try to dedicate the rest of my night to reading, and with maybe like a show here and there with my boyfriend. But yeah, it's been a really slow day, just a day of doing like absolutely nothing. I feel like I should have read way more books this week than I have so far, but here we are. Let's hope I read some more, and I will update you guys later. I think my Barnes & Noble copy of A Court of Silver Flames actually came in today, so be able to like do a little unboxing of that on camera, which is exciting because I do want to see what the hardcover just looks like and flip through the pages and look at all my favorite parts. I don't have the other 4 in hardcover, but I do just want to get the new hardcover so that they all match, because I just feel like they're not beautiful hardcovers, but I didn't really like the old hardcover like covers either. I didn't think that they were that great. I personally thought that they looked very like young and just kind of old school way, so I kind of prefer the fact that it was rebranded as adult and that these covers are just more simple, even if they're not like anything amazing. They could have done way better with the covers, especially for such a popular series. I'm not really sure what happened, but that's okay. I'm just gonna get the new hardcovers soon before like they sell out and then you can't find hardcovers anymore, which is so annoying. But soon, so I have to do that so I can have like a full set of that series. And yeah, I will hopefully see you guys in a little bit for the unboxing, and then an update later on as to what I've read this evening. All right guys, I'm back. I finished a reading sprint on the Shelf Space Discord with a bookish friend, and I read more of Songs of Insurrection by J.C. King, since I have the arc for that and I got it from Goodreads, and I think like a review of that would be due like before March when it's released, or the new release date. But either way, I'm reading that. It is good. It's like a YA novel with like Asian, Chinese inspiration, I feel like it is. And it's very vivid. It's really beautiful. I'm like 10% of the way through. Although like it is very YA, and I just read something very adult, so I'm a little bit like, what is this? What is this book? But I wanted to come on after I did that sprint, because I mean I only read 10% of the novel, so I have like another 90% to go. But I did get my Barnes & Noble package, and I'm fairly certain that it is A Court of Silver Flames, so let's open it. I can't do that on camera because I'm not that coordinated. But yeah, it's here. Wow, she's a beast up close. Like, this is a thick book. How did I read this in a day and a half? I don't even know. What does she look like naked? Oh, she's a little boring naked, but that's okay. We still love her. I totally wish like every dust jacket had like some art. These are the end papers. Like, I'm sure you all know what this looks like. Like, there's just no one that doesn't know what this looks like at this point. Although, like, I hadn't seen the dedication for this novel, and now that I see it, I just think it's so precious, and I love it so much. And I feel like I saw that on someone's Instagram where they were like crying over the dedication, and I was like, oh my god, this is too precious. It's really nice to have like the physical book in my hands, and as much as I wish it was like this cool special edition with like sprayed edges, it's still cool to have this book, and it just makes you want to like reread it, even though I just finished it earlier this week. But yeah, just wanted to come on and say that. Hopefully update you guys later. I'll be reading some more hopefully tonight, and then watching more of Vikings with my boyfriend because we're doing a little watch party later. So that should be fun, and my cat should be keeping me company while I read. So you guys should probably see some clips of him again. But yeah, really excited to finally have this exclusive edition. I really kind of wish I had gotten the Books A Million edition because that one has the Azrael chapter, and I just prefer the Azrael chapter over the Farah one, but that's okay. Maybe we'll find a Books A Million edition online somewhere if someone's not selling it for the price of my firstborn. So I will see you guys later. Let me know if you've read this book. Let me know how you loved it. Let me know your favorite parts of the book. Let me know what books you're reading now that you've probably finished this book by the time this vlog comes out. But yeah, I will see you guys soon. Hey friends, it's now closer to the end of the week. This vlog is going to probably go on for tonight and then tomorrow. I think I'm gonna wrap it up tomorrow, but today was not a very productive day. It snowed all day and it was absolutely gorgeous. I did get more done tonight. I filmed a video and I edited a video that's gonna go up in a couple days, but I didn't do much reading. I did a little bit of reading for Song of Insurrection, and then I honestly just looked up like A Court of Silver Flames, like Reddit threads, and talked theories with some other friends. We are very much, well, I am very much for Gwen and Azrael. A lot of other folks are for Azrael and Elaine, but I just don't see that happening the way that things are set up. But either way, I just want him to find his like happy ending because I love him so much. I don't know. I feel like the next book is going to be really amazing, just like this one was, but I really hope it doesn't take 3 years for it to come out. And so that's what I've been doing with my day, just like trying to look at theories and see when the next one's coming out, and I haven't had too much luck with any of that, of course. So hopefully during her book tour things that she like announces something, or that we get something and that we get the book in a year instead of 3. This is like what I'm secretly hoping. So yeah, just more like Court of Silver Flames. It's like all I can think of this week. I feel like I have such a book hangover and all I can do is like reread the extra chapters and like discuss theories, which is like so fun. But I'm gonna probably watch an episode of Vikings with Abdiel and then maybe continue Song of Insurrection because I do want to read that before like the middle of March so I can review it. Probably get up tomorrow and do some more editing, so I'm sure you'll see that and read some more, so stay tuned. I'm back. It's now like Saturday and I had a full day. Unfortunately no reading yet, but I had a full day. I went to brunch with a friend, we went out shopping for a little bit, and now I'm going to edit and work out, have dinner, edit some more, and then read for the rest of the night, followed by probably some more reading and some cleaning hopefully. And we'll see. Yeah, it hasn't been a very eventful day. We had a very snowy weekend and now it's turned into like a very snow-covered weekend with a beautiful like sunsetty sky, and I'm really loving that right now. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like a perfect day to read because now the sun is going down and it's like perfect for like reading and like gazing outside and like really enjoying like the ambiance. But I will update you guys. I am still reading Song of Insurrection and I think I kind of want to finish that one even before Wildcat, just so that I can post a review on it and get that done since it is in that galley arc, and then continue with Wildcat. So I'm hoping to dive into both of those tonight and I will update you later. Hey y'all, I'm back to wrap up the vlog. It's officially like Sunday and I haven't done as much reading as I've wanted to. I've continued with Song of Insurrection by J.C. King and it's good so far. I'm enjoying it, but there is a part where it's like a little insta-lovey, and insta-love is like my least favorite romance-y trope. I really don't like it. So hopefully that slows down a little bit and I'm hoping that the world opens up more. So we're gonna see how that goes and expect a review about that soon. I'm also strongly considering rereading A Court of Silver Flames just to get it out of my system and like take it a little slower, and I don't know, I guess maybe really annotate and review it. I did order the Books A Million version because it has the Azrael chapter, and I kind of want to annotate that chapter because I feel like it's really gonna show us things in the next book. Like there's a lot of foreshadowing in that novel, so I'm hoping that I'm able to do that with that version, so we'll see. And then I'm going to continue with Song of Insurrection and Wildcat this week. And I'm also kind of hoping that I get to finish Black Sun this week because it is the last week of Feb. And if I can get all 3 of those done this week, that would be amazing. But otherwise, I would just really love to get Wildcat and Black Sun done. So that's it for this reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it was like more eventful than my first one. Hopefully getting better at these because they are really fun and easy to do. I'm hoping in the next ones I'll be reading a little more heavy and maybe not updating every day, but every few days when I am like just reading a lot more. But let me know what books you guys are reading this week and expect some weekly updates from me because I'm thinking that those videos would be really fun to do. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.